full speed. I'm back to cutting, you know, so I'm feeling great now.
TreVeyon, when you say you feel back to yourself,
Yeah.
when's the last time before now that you felt like yourself?
When's the last time I felt back to
Like how often last season did you feel like yourself, and how often did you feel like, man, I'm dealing with stuff?
before that third game when I injured myself? But after that, no, I never felt like myself again. But I'm just finally being able to get that, like, feel like myself again, get that confidence back and get going again.
Trey, Coach Alford just said you're energetic in the team rooms and meetings. He said sometimes they have to pull the reins back on you because they still want to be safe with you.
Yeah.
Just how much is just being out here again meant to you, and just what's been your mindset also?
It means a lot, man. I wish I can be out there, you know, with the team and do some team stuff and compete, because like I'm all about competing, man. I love competing, but I know they just want the best for me right now, just to be stay safe.
Go into more of the level of competition in the running backs room this year with, you know, how Dallin and Chip have stepped up this spring. It seems like you guys have a lot of options there.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of options. Bringing Chip in from the linebacker room for good. You know, and I mean, I love it. I love competition, man. I'm glad we got him along. He's a great person. He's a great player. So
there were 5 of you in that room. 5 really good running backs.
Yeah.
You all want to be the guy.
Yeah.
How do you kind of deal with that?
Shoot, it don't faze me at all. You know, I tell Coach Alfred, you know, I don't care who he brings in. Like, I want him to bring in the best competition, because that's not going to do nothing but bring out the best in everyone else. So, like, the competition is never a thing for me.
Trey, you talked about this a little bit. You're 100% right now, so basically you're just not going full speed in practice, just as a precaution. Can you elaborate on that?
I'm running full speed, just not against the team.
Right,
but
that's what I mean. Like, could you play a game right now?
Oh yeah. I feel like I can definitely play a game right now. Yeah, I feel like I can definitely come out here, do a couple of things.
But why risk it? Is that basically why you're not like?
Yeah, you know, it's just spring ball right now. It's a great chance to get better, but we have a whole season. We got fall camp. We got a whole season ahead of us. So.
How far ahead of schedule are you? And what the doctor said you did?
By a lot. I've been ahead of schedule for a while now. So.
Can you detail exactly what the injury was?
So I fractured my sesamoid bone. That's like the bone. So you got 2 of those, and when they did the X-ray, I basically had 3. So my bone has split, and that's like the bone you need to like actually push off. So like basically I couldn't push off that whole last season. Every time I tried to push off, you know, I was basically refracturing that bone, and then I tore some ligaments and tendons around. So my foot is basically beat up.
How did you play at all?
You know, it's just I just thank God, you know, for giving me the strength to play through the games that I played and getting me through the season. You know, it was tough just going into games. You know, I was barely practicing all last season, going up into the games, you know, and then not going into the games confident, wondering, will I be able to just cut again? Will I be able to be full speed again? Will I be able to just be myself, you know? And then, you know, I feel like that affected me a lot, you know, so.
Coach Day obviously doesn't want to like tell the opponent like, you know, what your injury is. So obviously he's not going to tell us, because then everybody would know. But how frustrating is that? Like, maybe the fans didn't know what you were going through, so maybe they were hard on you. Just how tough is that on you when people don't know exactly what you're going through?
It don't really faze me what the fans say, because they don't know what they don't know, you know. But what matters to me most is like the people above, the people who really matters the most, you know. I just felt like it was important for them to know those things. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm soft, because that's never the question, you know. I'll play for anything. I'll do anything to be on the field with my team, you know, and I've been doing everything I could possibly to be on my team all last season. So, you know, whatever the outsiders say, you know, that really means nothing to me.
Trey, when you have an injury like that, and you're trying to plant, cut, and you're being affected, how does that affect you when you are in games? Are there moments when you had last year, like, hey, I'd like to do something here, but
it was moments.
Can't do it.
It was moments where, you know, sometimes like I'll be hopping around, or it'll take me a while to really hit the hole, and that's just because like I knew that if I would plant my foot, that I would basically refracture that bone. Like I would tweak. Even when I was getting tackled, like at the beginning of every game, as soon as I get tackled, like I basically retweak my foot. So.
Do you think about that on the field?
Yeah, I definitely think. I was just thinking about it all the time, and like, you know, going to the game, like you don't want to be thinking all the time. You just want to go out there and do it, you know. So.
What are your expectations for this year personally? You personally, what are your expectations?
You know, I got a lot of expectations for myself. You know, I hold myself to a high standard, and I definitely didn't play up to that standard, like my standard last year. You know, so this year I just want to play up to my standard again. I just want to, you know. And I feel like I said, like I feel like I'm back to myself, and you know, I'm ready. Like I'm ready whenever the coaches feel me and the trainers let me free. You know, I'm gonna do whatever I can.
Trey, when you have a situation like that, where you have a difficult year, where you're dealing with an injury and it's uncertain and you can't be yourself, does it ever make you think like, man, maybe I need a fresh start. Maybe I need to reevaluate what's going on. You know, it's not against anybody, but it's just like this season got a little sideways. Maybe I should go somewhere else.
You know, it was definitely frustrating last season because, like I had certain feelings about certain things that evolved around this building, and like I just thank my teammates, you know, for keeping me uplifted, for keeping my spirits high, because it definitely, like, that was my first injury, like, that truly affected my performance. Like I never had a long-term injury like that ever before. Like any tweaks I ever had, like it never affected my performance. Like I could still perform, but like that was my first real injury, me going through my first real injury. So it definitely affected me a lot mentally. But you know, I just thank all my teammates for like keeping me motivated and keeping me going each and every day.